They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong. In general, but what was COVID like for you? Like in your hometown, in your nearest community? Like what break it down for me.
Well, I live in Sauble Beach. It is one of the top tourist beaches in actually all of Canada. I think it's second only to either Grand Bend or Wasaga, which are both, I think, on Lake Huron as well as Sauble. Just a couple hours west of Toronto, but during the off season, it's a small town, maybe like 3,000 people at most. And then during the summer, we get, depends on the weekend, we can get like 100,000 people here at the beach. It's happening. And at the start of the pandemic, it's just a lot of us up here, we were just like kind of scared, afraid. We didn't know what this was, but for me, it was business as usual. Again, I work at a grocery store. It's ran by family, so I work for family. But at the start of that, I put in more hours at that store than I ever did, because we, some people were temporarily leaving because they were scared, or some people just left because they had other jobs. And I have to put in some time here. I have to go help out my family and do what I can. So for a good chunk, it was business as usual. You would get, there used to be a certain group of people every few months would be the ones that would get vilified by the media or by just people in general. First off, it was like, okay, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. That was literally 2 years ago this week.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy shit, Fretz. That's an epiphany and a half right there. Sunday will be the 2-year anniversary of the big, well, actually it'll be the next Wednesday would be that Monday would be that Monday of 2 years ago when the lockdown officially began, March 16th. Damn.
Yep.
That's wild.
I remember it like it was yesterday, because at my job, I used to work one overnight shift a week because that's what our delivery schedule was on a Tuesday evening. So I'd start at about 10, work until 6:30 a.m. And when I went to work, I still remember Rudy Gobert, an NBA player. He had diagnosed with COVID, and he went like touched all the microphones around.
Thinking it was a joke, dude.
And then literally, I wake up the next day, and it's like, oh, hey, there might not be hockey tonight. I'm like, oh man, am I gonna miss the Leafs game? Son of a bitch. I go to bed. I go to about 7:30. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna crack a beer, go to bed, wake up in the afternoon. Next thing I know, just the world is topsy-turvy. Like I think I had some missed texts from some of my family. And I'm like, go turn on Sports Center. All sports canceled. All right. So for us, I sideberg there myself, there was people that were vilified throughout this entire thing. First off, it was tourists. Us being a tourist beach town, we're like, that person doesn't look like from around here. Should they be here? Should we confront? No, mind your fucking business. Don't.
Amen to that.
Then it was the people that don't wear masks. Like, if I see someone not wearing a mask, I don't say a damn thing. I mind my business because A, it's not in the job description, and B, I don't want to get punched in the face. and then they vilified people who didn't do this. I'm like, I have 4 words that I live by, and I think that anyone could just benefit, and it's just to each their own.
Live and let live, buddy. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I mean, when it comes to masks, the regular cloth masks, I say the bandanas don't do anything. The surgical masks really only protect others if the person themselves have COVID. So like, if you wear that blue mask, it's not going to prevent anything from getting in to you, but it's going to prevent you from spreading it to others. So like, yeah, if you're symptomatic or if you have it, wear a mask. Then it's the N95s, which actually are very, very effective. But Fred, did you know this? So like, if you have a beard, like masks don't do anything because it just goes right under the beard.
Well, I've been growing this tash since I call it my COVID stash. And then
COVID stash? Dude, I had a COVID stash. Remember my COVID stash?
I remember. Yeah, we did a podcast because Ricky was in the hospital.
You bastard. You shared that image of my birthday with me and the mustache. And I was like, that's such a good rib. It's such a good rib.
Kingdom Hearts poster in the background.
Yeah,
too.
Dude,
Awesome,
I still
by
got
the way.
it. The banners in my bedroom.
Nice.
I still got it. I'm keeping that tapestry forever. I love that thing. I bought Kingdom Hearts on the PC, even though I didn't need to. I played that game thousands of times. I bought it one more time, the whole set on the PC. But Fretz, I love the mustache, man. Not many people can pull off mustaches. My dad is one of them. He's been rocking the same stash since the 80s.
Nice.
There's this actor in Jersey City who I follow and used to work with very briefly, who also rocks a great mustache. And then there's you rocking a great mustache. So tell me about your mustache.